the wizard is the #1 class after the update. Let's see.
Welcome back to my channel. There are huge updates for my wizard build. We have made some minor changes that makes the damage go totally crazy.
Okay.
I will probably say that this is the strongest dungeon build I've ever played, because we're also so extremely mobile. And yeah, I have
gonna
no
be a clicky
problem
build?
beating anyone in
sure.
dungeons, because I get to the monsters fast, I deal tons of damage, and yeah, not even Tempest or Crusader have a single chance against me. So let us take a look at the updates I've done for this build that has only been possible after the recent patch. So first of all, the skills I'm using are the same as before. I use Electrocute, Slow Time, Teleport, Lightning Nova, and Arcane Wind. And the changes we're gonna see here in the...
It's gonna be really hard unless the helmet gets nerfed for the wizard to get out of this. Because like you have this build, which is like SS tiered, and then you have everything else. You know, like probably like A tiered or B tiered. So I don't know, man. Unless they nerf the helmet, that makes like the slow time become like super OP. I don't know how they're gonna deal with this.
Lightning Nova and Arcane Wind. And the changes we're gonna see here in the set pieces actually. So if I go to the armory here, we can see that I use 2 pieces of Vitus Urge. This is to prolong beneficial effect durations from my legendary gems, and also to prolong slow time. I use 2 pieces of Gloom's Guide's Prize, because this will increase my damage a little bit.
Yeah.
I use 2 pieces of the Baron set, because this will prolong lingering
and 2 pieces of the Sky
familiar, which is super important in a boss fight. But on top of that, I also use 2 pieces of the new set, Skybreaker's Bolt, because this will apply shock to enemies, and I deal a lot of lightning damage with this build, especially from the Lightning Nova. And
this is a wizard set and a farming set. I actually tested a bunch today, man. And for farming, it is actually nutty. You can literally slot this set in any build, farming build, or in any class in the game, and it's gonna be godly. Really freaking good.
Yeah, this set makes the damage go totally crazy. But of course, let us also take a look at
So for those that don't understand like what shock does, shock will increase 50% of the lightning damage.
Instances here. I use the Terminus Facade in the helmet slot, a Cursed Rival in the shoulder slot,
helmet, man.
Coat of the Astrum in the chest slot, Mistral Rend in the first main hand slot. I use Trifling Piffle in the first offhand slot, Fiery Revenge in the pants slot, Radiant Splines in the second main hand slot. Okay,
let's go. Like, I know more or less how this works. I kind of want to see the legendary gems. So you guys, if you guys want to watch like the full video, can you guys click it down below if you guys want.
But before doing so, look at this beauty. I really love this skin. Hopefully we will get a glove as well, but I would say that this is the most badass.
Auroth has been asking for like a dark fantasy, like darker, you know, cosmetic for such a long time. And I will honestly say that in my opinion, the wizard is probably one of the best. I think Monk and the wizard are the ones that look the best on this.
Looking skill in the game. I wanted something more dark themed, and now I feel like an angel of death when I run around with this build. And yeah, I mean, I'm totally blown away. This is 100% the best skin so far in Diablo Immortal. But I'm gonna show you my legendary gems now, and here there are of course many different options that you can use. I have quite high rank on my gems, but that is not necessary to perform well with this build. But let us look at what I have. I have a Blood-Soaked Jade for damage, Roiling Consequence for critical hit chance, Bottled Hope for cooldown reduction and damage.
Man, I am like, I watch, I see like this blood flow, and I'm like, guys, Jesus Christ, I have 100 legendary crests, guys. I have them, and I am on the fence if I pull for it or if I not, because I think if I play this in the long term, the game, which I intend to for the next years, I think I can make it like rank 5 or even rank 6, like in a very long term, right? So in that case, maybe actually worth it for me to get one. But and look at these, like, because like Bloodsoaked Jade, Running Consequence, Colossus. I already have these ones. I also have a rank 4 Mortal Hope, and I feel like these are the top 3 5-star gems. And if you don't understand why, it is because they are the ones that increase the damage, and the more damage your character does, it's like insane scaling. It's so much better than having a 5-star giving you like an extra hit or something. Auroth is tempting Indez to pull for the new gem. Oh, you was so hard. He was trying to convince me like so much. But yeah, I was like, am I gonna cave or not? I don't know, man.
Have blood flow for both critical hit damage and extra damage. It's a super strong gem. I really like it. I recently released my...
So for example, now on the Barbarian, right? I was playing Barbarian, and all the Barbarian skills, now they triggered with the bleeds. So imagine in the future, I don't want to use the Whirlwind Shoulders with the bleed. I can literally most likely use this gem, and I still gonna have the benefits of like the damage boost out of it. Obviously, it's gonna make it like that build like quite pay to win if I ever want to do that, but at least I'll have the opportunity to do it.
Spreadsheet on a previous video where I also analyzed this gem.
I think like if you're a main Barbarian, Blood Flow is probably a must pull. You gotta be.
So I really recommend you to watch that one, because there I make the conclusion that this gem is super strong even at low ranks. I use Fervent Fang for extra damage. Colossus Engine is probably the most epic gem for this build, because all of the damage we deal will be skill damage. This also increases our range and our size, so we move even faster. This is probably my favorite gem in the game. I even like it more than Rolling Consequence, even if Rolling Consequence of course is a little bit stronger, but the secondary effect of the size and the range is so cool on the Colossus Engine.
Size matters, guys, never forget. What is the alternative? You can spend platform. Yeah, I could, like, even if I don't get it like from the banner, I mean, I think I will get at least one, I hope. I already got one in the bags, and I can buy if I want to. And also, I have Turtleic Pearls, right? I have like 80 Turtleic Pearls, or let me actually see here, that I've been saving for like 6 freaking months, or more. Like, I have 92. I actually have 92, so I have like 2 copies here. These I just saved for a day that I will like really need something, you know? I don't like to just pull for something that is like, okay, maybe it'll be nice.
I really love it. And if we look here on the Spectreglass, an excellent gem as well. It will also increase the damage output and some critical hit chance. And also we have Morn Skull for more and more damage. So you can see the common theme here. We want to use damage gems, and if you don't have all of these gems, that's fine. You can also use the Surging Sea, the new 1-star gem. You can use Entropic Well, which will also increase your skill damage. There are a lot of great options that you can use, both 1-stars and 2-stars,
even Berserker Eye.
and they don't have to be at max rank, of course. So feel free to experiment, and you will deal a lot of damage no matter what. So if you see me running around here, we can just test the mobility first. Now I can run super fast, but in a dungeon I can run even faster, because whenever I land on an enemy with the teleport, I will reduce
let's see this in action.
On the teleport, so you will see.
Okay, he's gonna use the Harbinger. Yeah, this is like, if you're using a dash or the leap or the whatever, like this is like pretty standard. Also, you're gonna use the dead's what is this, dead's release? Dummy test. Let me see the dummy test.
And now if I start attacking the dummy here, you can see that the damage output will be totally bonkers. So
what
I'm
super
happy with this build.
40 million damage.
Strong in dungeons before,
Jesus.
and then you know that I've played a lot of.
Bro, his teleport is critting for 1 million. He literally teleports.
Crusader. So we can see here,
dude,
I deal almost 400 million damage.
One of these small things is hitting like so hard.
This is a dungeon build, so the damage is out of this world, and I think this dungeon is very good to showcase the power of this build, because it will highlight both.
Like, you guys have to understand, like 2 million crits with the wizard, which is like, it's not like Hammer of the Ancients, It's not any of like those like big, massive like one hits. No, no, no. These are like things that you have multiple and they are like flying around.
Our mobility and our stellar damage output.
Oh my god.
And what you want to do is that you want to activate slow time, and then you want to spam your skill as fast as possible. The only thing you have to think about is to conserve your Harbinger. So when all of the enemies are almost dead, be careful to not use the dash. In this moment, for example, I have to time it right so I don't burn my Harbinger, because it will refresh whenever I kill an enemy.
Yeah.
And if I'm not able to kill an enemy because there are
Jesus
no enemies,
Christ.
then I
It's
will not
literally
have a
destroying,
Harbinger
guys.
buff for another 30 seconds. What's also good to mention is that a lot of people, they are struggling a little bit when they are playing spam builds, because their wrist starts to hurt after some time. But here I have to tell you that you have to relax your hand. You only have to use your thumb if you're playing on the phone, for example, and you try to relax your wrist. You don't have to push hard, you just have to touch it very smoothly. So imagine that.
Touch it gently, guys. You gotta just do like a small tap. You know, you don't have to do like boom, 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 boom. But the reality is like, I played Wizard with a spammy build on the phone, not on the phone, actually on the tablet. It's not that bad, man. It's not. I mean, you're gonna get tired, but you get tired from playing pretty much any build. So it's just like you just have like to like. It's like you're just like tight, like I don't know, like I do it like I don't even think about it, right? But I don't spam it like hard for sure. To use this gem without the bleeding shoulders, you need a lot of potency and 2 pieces barons. Yeah, bro, like potency, 2 pieces barons, and like misery. Like I'll have to see. I'll have to see if I'm gonna go for it. You know.
You are together with someone that means a lot to you, and you want to make them happy, and you want to cuddle a little bit, then you're not too rough. You take it a little bit easy, and that's the way you're going to treat your phone when you're playing this build. And that will also allow your wrists to stay strong, and you can keep doing what you're doing for hours.
Yeah, guys, I'm going to tell you something super cute. Like Auroth, he only plays mobile. So whenever we were doing in the Blizzard headquarters the test on the Druid, he's not used to play on the PC. So I would have loved to be next to him to see his movements. I would have paid. I was not next to him, but I would like the first 30 minutes. Obviously, then you most likely get used to it. But I'm sure it was so funny at the start.
Will make any person that you care about happy, of course. But as we can see here, we are so fast from target A to B, so that in most situations we will almost kill everything before anyone reaches the enemies. And that's why this build is so strong. And not only does it reach the enemy super fast so that we can clear the dungeon super fast and make more dungeon runs.
Sometimes I look at this and I'm like, wow. And then I feel like to log in and go to my wizard and try to do the same. I know it's not going to be the same, but probably it's still going to be decent. Still going to be decent. But this thing about like your things flying around and one-shotting everything, yeah, I don't think it's going to happen.
The damage output, like we could see on the dummy, is also crazy. And that's thanks to the new set. It's a very, very strong set if you use the correct build. And this is the correct build to use this set. And I think that I probably increased the damage output by around 25-30% compared to the old version. So yeah, I hope that you really like this build.
That's crazy, 30% at this level.
I wish you a very nice day or a very nice evening wherever you are. And to all my clan members in Nyx, I would have...
Man, I you know what? I think Wizard right now, guys, it is one of like the most fun classes. And I can see that Auroth has been having so much fun since he found out like these spammy builds, not only in PvP, also in PvE. I'm happy for him, man. Go there, drop him a like and a sub if you still didn't. He's almost reaching to 11,000 subs, man. Almost there.